Hello and welcome to the 5 hottest student apps, what parents and teachers should know. Now, let me know if you've got your students here in the room. You're also an educator. We got a ton of people joining us. I'm here again from Noonan. I don't know where that's at, but good to have you here. Wade and Lucy, 12 and 9. Let me know the city and state because I don't know. Michigan, Rochester Hills. Good to have you here, Melissa. We also have Tenny, Halb, LA, California, 2 kids, 10 and 12. You're an educator. I'm in Los Angeles, California as well. So good to have you here. And hello from Birmingham, Gretchen Johnson. Great to have you here. Hello, everyone. And Brent, good to have you here. Lucy here from Illinois. I teach body safety at K-5 schools. Awesome. Welcome, Lucy. It's good to have you here. Diana Leone, good to have your 2 kids. Brent says 10 and 13. Carol from Montreal, 12 years old. 13-year-old sitting with me. Brent, good to have you here. Amber from Redlands, California. We got a 15 and a 12-year-old trying to learn the apps faster than my kids. Dina from Seattle with my daughter. Mackenzie, who's 15. Georgia. Pamela, Indiana, no kids, educator, child advocacy center, kids. Oh, we just got people from all over. Dina, frustration with how addictive social media is. All right, Lisa from Orange County. I'm also frustrated by how addictive social media is. Now, I got a bunch in store for you. Get your phones, guys. Look at this. We got my phone live up here, which is really exciting. So we're going to go over the phones here. Aloha, Lindsay from Hawaii with a 12-year-old daughter. So great to have you here. Here's what I want you guys to do. Go into your podcast. We're going to get started here in just a sec. Open your phones. I've got a bunch of tips and techniques. Go into your podcast, please. All you got to do is search for podcast or wherever. If you're not a podcaster yet, this is a great time in the world to become a podcaster, listening to podcasts. So we're going to search for all, and under all podcasts, we're going to search for Smart Social. Smart Social. And if you search for that, here's what you get. We got a lot of internet. Lori from South Carolina. I'm an elementary school counselor. Amazing, Lori. Welcome. My son wants Instagram, and I want him to learn how to use it appropriately. Brent, I want you to hang out to the end. Smart Social Podcast. Parents, this is great. We have almost 200 episodes. We've been doing it for 3 years. I've got some of the world's smartest people on here. I'm not about safety only. We're also about how to use it with a purpose, right? This is what's going to make us different. I'll do a little bit of safety here today, a bit, but students hang out because we've got some courses that dive in how you build Instagram. It's a deep dive. I'm going to share with you at the end, and we got a lot in store. So hang out with me. We got a lot of people here. This is fantastic. So welcome everybody from all over the world. What apps are your kid using? You can't see this, but YouTube is number 1, 88% of the room, YouTube. TikTok, 81%. I have a course coming out this Friday for all of our members called The Positive Way That Your Students Should Use TikTok, because kids are begging for it. We show your students something we've never seen anywhere else, how to use TikTok to get a job, how to use TikTok to get into a dream college, how to use TikTok the way they want to find you. It's unlike anything you've ever seen, and it's what we do best in the world. Yes, there's some danger we're going to talk about, but we have the positive side. We're doing that this week. And students, if you're in the room and you'd like to share with us live on video this Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific, I'm inviting you right now. If your parents are okay with this, you can come and be a part of our little tiny documentary series telling us how you use it, why you use it, and we're doing that. So let us know in the chat box if your students are interested. I think I have 5 to 7 students on a panel, and we have a room for like 2 or 3 more where you say, here's why I use it, how I use it, the positive stuff. Like, let's fight for the app, even though I think sometimes every app is dangerous. Okay, we have 13-year-olds. 31% of you have a 13-year-old. 25% of you have an 11, a 12-year-old, 8 and under. A lot of 31% of us have 8 and under, and then 25% of us have 17 and above. We're still filling out that poll, but it's pretty accurate. 76% of the students on here have an iPhone. 24% have an Android. 29% also have an iPad. And then 11% want help finding a solution for a phone. Now, parents, also get your phone, and we're diving in quick right here. Get your phone and go to the App Store. Go to the App Store. If you subscribe to our podcast, that's awesome. And go to the App Store. I'm going to give you access to, if you're looking for a phone to give your kids, I want to show you what to do. Go to the App Store and search for Search. Go to the App Store, search, and you're going to search for Smart Social. Smart Social. I've got a phone that I think you're going to love. Smart Social. Do you see that open button right there? You'll click download. Smart Social. You'll click download. And when you download it, it's going to give you an app. We're getting started here in just one sec. We got people from around the world joining us. Welcome, everyone. Lori from South Carolina, elementary school counselor. Great. Okay, we got the Smart Social app. And when you click here for the best, let's see, I think it's right here. Click here for the best resources. We have parental control software, and it has a really cool phone in here called the Gab Wireless phone. If you scroll down, this is a Gab Wireless phone. It's a pretty cool smartphone that has the features your students want without the features predators want. So it's pretty neat. It's my favorite phone in there. You can click on that and learn more about them and so on. That's right within our app. So once again, you're going to go to the App Store. Go to the App Store in your phone, type in Smart Social Parents, and it's going to be an app that keeps your family safe. All right, here we go. We're jumping into it. Students, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. We're diving over. Let me know if you downloaded the app. Let me know if you downloaded the podcast and subscribed to the podcast. If at the end of this you like it, I'd love a review on the podcast, because what you're about to see is going to help people all over the world. If you like what I'm doing, what I've dedicated my life to for almost free, basically, we do this just about for free for the whole world. Tenny, thanks for downloading the app. Brent, downloaded and subscribed. Now, I got some safety. We might even jump ship and go into some positive stuff because we got so many students here. If you've come at all confused, parents, on a social media topic, our goal is that you go home more comfortable and maybe even more friendly with your kids. This presentation is full of suggestions. Use what you feel is right for your family. It's like a menu at a restaurant. You don't have to order everything off the menu. iPhone and Android users, you can download our free Smart Social app to keep these resources handy for reference. I designed it. I built it myself. I paid for it all myself. It's all out of my own pocket. It's free for you. It may save a life. Okay, that's all that I ask, is that you use our resources for the power of good. This Friday, I'm hosting a panel discussion with a bunch of middle school and high school students called How to Use TikTok in a Positive Way for Teens. It is happening at 11 a.m. Pacific. I've got that's 2 p.m. Eastern. If your students want to be a part of that, let us know in the comments. And I've got a ton of students on a panel talking about the positive way. And if not, if you don't want to be a part of that, you can join our membership and see. It's a little thing. Now, should we ban kids from the internet? I hear this all the time. Maybe if we ban it for a middle, well, let me tell you about a young woman named Dorothy. Students, hang out with me here, because wait till the end. You're going to love this. Now, Dorothy gets a little dramatic. She goes, I'm leaving social media forever. My mom took my phone. I'll miss you all so much. Goodbye. I'm crying. Now, this is not Dorothy. This is a celebrity, right? But this is Dorothy being a little dramatic. I get it. Now, it was sent from her Nintendo 3DS image share. That's like a phone. It's like a Game Boy with dual screens, and it's color. Clever Dorothy, game over, because your mom caught you. I saw that Dorothy has been using Twitter on her Nintendo. This account will be shut down now, right? Okay, Dorothy, good try. Game over, right? Wrong. Dorothy is clever, just like every kid is. She goes, hello, my mom took my phone and my Nintendo dual screen, so I have no choice but to use my Wii. Thank you all for the support and the love. I will answer my direct messages and follow back when I have a stable connection to Twitter. Bye, love, Dorothy, right? Good try, Dorothy. Game over. Wrong. Dorothy keeps going. She gets her Wii taken away. Next, Dorothy tweets this. I do not know if this is going to tweet. I'm talking to my refrigerator. What the heck? My mom confiscated all of my electronics again. Sent from the LG smart refrigerator. Now, let me ask you again, parents. Do you think you can ban your kids from the internet? Do you think you can keep Dorothy from going to the internet? No. Clever Dorothy, such a genius, she goes and does all this stuff and then tweets from the LG smart refrigerator. Genius. Dorothy, you're a genius. All right, now, parents, get your phones out, because what we're going to do is we're going to turn off a couple things on Instagram and Snapchat. We're going to turn off a few things. And students, grab your phones, because today is all about you. There's going to be a little safety in here, but I also want to teach you a technique on YouTube so it doesn't zap all of our time. I also want to teach you a little technique on, we're going to open some stuff up. And you know what? first, let's take a look at some screens, and then I want to dive into something called, if you have an iPhone, which all of us do, I want to dive into how much it's being used. So YouTube, Instagram, and Snapchat are the most popular. Well, now it's actually TikTok is in there. TikTok is right in between. You can't see it, but a tremendous amount of us have YouTube, as you can see, is the #1, and then there's a bunch of other ones. Now, how parents feel about and manage their teens' online behavior and screen time. Well, students, this is why parents are so frustrated, and I want us to work together. Students, I'm actually rooting for you. You see, my goal is that you get a great job and career and everything else, and we're going to use the phones to get you there. Now, 65% of parents are worried their teen spends too much time in front of screens. We're going to try to work together in 2020, your family and me, and my team of experts here at smartsocial.com. And what we want to do is we want to work with you so that 65% of parents aren't frustrated that their kids are spending too much time in front of screens, but rather those 65% are now going, yeah, my kid is coding. My kid is chatting with their best friend. They're on this app, and I'm on there with them, and I understand it. We want parents to be less frustrated because this is how the world believes. 62% of parents believe that their kids are losing the ability to communicate in person, right? Next, Gretchen, I'm listening to your chats, guys. I'm a one-man band, and we're machine over here. I always feel that parents are way behind in vetting an app. How can we stay on top of this? Gretchen Johnson, I love you. We're going to show you how to stay on top of these apps, okay? Tip #1, you got to download the same apps your kids have, okay? And you got to use them beforehand. All right. Tip #2, if you're frustrated about sharing too much information, your kids sharing too much info, we're going to talk about how to do it in a productive way. In fact, this Friday, I'm teaching 2 classes. We're launching our how to use TikTok to build a positive image. Yes, you can actually do all these dancing videos and build a positive image. We're going to launch a portfolio TikTok course. We're going to talk about that this weekend. Okay, there is a good side and a bad side of social media. The good side on the far left, that's like a tipping point, right? Connecting with others and making friends and communicating with them, texting, emailing, direct messaging, right? This is the good side of social. We want you connecting with people who are your friends at school and communicating with those trusted individuals. Sweet. Next, the bad side of social is when it consumes all of our time. We're scrolling in our feed. We watch snaps when we're bored, and it's filling our time with Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and everything else. And students, I'm looking out for your friends also. If you have any friends who are just comparing themselves to others and down and out, this is when it turns bad. And I want you to know, students, that the apps are not our friends. I know your parents probably seem like, my mom, I know it all and my mom doesn't. I get it. I'm joking. I hope you're laughing with me. But you get the idea is your parents know a lot more than you. But what I'm trying to show you is the evil person in the room are the apps. All of these people, and I'm going to show you why they're bad. But all these people on the screen right now, all these apps, here's what they want from you. Let me explain it to you clearly. Parents, this is a moment for us to play together, because if Instagram wins, here's what that looks like in your life. Instagram wants you to be on the app 5 to 7 hours a day. They want you to be a zombie and just look at your friends and compare yourself and not feel beautiful on the inside. Now, they'll never tell you that. They'll even come out with all these tips and they'll say, oh, but you don't understand. Oh, no, we want to help students. No, what their advertisers want, and they are driven by money, and I'm not against them. I love Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and I want to show you how to get a job with them. But if they win, it's a lot like sugar. If I gave you 2 gallons of ice cream, you might go, hey man, this is my favorite flavor. I'm going to Netflix and chill with this big tub of ice cream, and I am going to eat it all. Well, we'd feel exhausted. It's too much of that one might not be good for us. And Instagram is like sugar, a little bit every day, delicious. I love it. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about how to do that. Now, let's go ahead and real quick, everybody grab your phones. Grab your phones. Let's go ahead and go into settings. You guys see my settings thing right here? Do you see that? Now, we're going to go into settings. I'm going to click on settings, or you could always just type in, I think, screen time. No, we can't. Let's just go to settings. All right, settings is the big gear right there on your iPhone. Android people, I'm sorry. Let's go to settings. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to screen time, okay? Students, I'm on your side here, okay? Screen time. You see that right there? We're going to click on screen time, and I want you guys in the chat box to tell me what your screen time is. Now in Los Angeles, California, where I live, it's 4:49 p.m. And you guys might be on the East Coast, but I want to show you some hacks that I have. Now, I used it a lot on Sunday. Look at this, guys. I was online a lot. Now, I got a lot of cool stuff done because I've been remodeling my house, but look at my average. I did 6 hours, 45 minutes. Okay, Lucy D, 357. Let me know, students and parents, what's going on in there. What's yours say, daily average? Let me know. Now, we're only 3 days in, so 2 hours, 34. Tara, good job. And there's no shame. Look, I'm online more than anybody. Jenny, 2 hours, 48 minutes. Lindsay, 1 hour and 28 minutes. Good for you guys. I work in tech, but still, this is too much time. This is too much time. The apps are winning, right? Amber, 4 hours, 1 minute. Look at, now, I will tell you that I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks. On Sunday, I listened to an audiobook, and I was listening to music. I go running with my phone. I'm listening to music, listening to an audiobook, and that I think counts towards time. Now, I want to show you some hacks here real quick. Yes, we're going to talk more about, hey, Renee, 2 hours, 8 minutes. Screen time's not turned on. Oh, social media manager, whatever your name is, you hid your name. Turn on screen time. Turn that on. Look at Brent, 3:11, 3 hours, 11 minutes. Now, students, here's what I did to manage myself. You are an adult in my eyes, students, all right? So here's what I did. I turned on downtime for myself because I am more important than these apps, right? And my life, I'm doing great things, reaching millions of people a year through what you see right now. So let's go click on downtime. I have voluntarily turned on downtime an hour. I like to go to bed at 10:30. For you, you might go to bed at 9, 9:30, whatever that is. I should go to bed earlier. I really should. In fact, I'm going to change this right now. You ready? We're going to change this. I'm going to set up downtime, turn this thing on. I want you to consider turning it on, and then I turn it on every day, and I'm going to change it to 9 o'clock, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm doing this live with you because I want my apps to turn off at 9 p.m. And if you don't have screen time set up, guys, consider turning it on for yourself. I turn it on for myself so that downtime, I set it for myself. I'm a little adult, right? I didn't know it was a thing. Beverly said, I just turned mine on. It's certainly 0. Yeah, so 0, that's cool. Renee is 2 hours, 8 minutes. Screen time is not turned on. Yeah, so let's do that. Now, app limits. We can also turn on our own apps. I want to show you something, guys. Now, all apps and all categories, 1 hour every day. Now, what it does is on this, I didn't expect we'd go down this a lot, but all apps and all, you can then give yourself 15 more minutes. I would say you don't want to turn off. I would say that you don't want to turn off mapping software and phone. So what you can do is click in, you can edit the list, and you can turn off. Usually the phone is on the safe one. See, these are all apps and categories, but productivity, you could probably uncheck that or something like that. You get the idea. We could add all the apps for 1 hour. But what I want to do actually is I want to go and choose a specific app, okay? So let's actually go back here. Let's just add a limit. I want to limit my Instagramming. Okay, let's see if I can go into social networking. Now, students, you are an adult, but I want to go into Instagram, and I want to limit that, and I want to limit what else am I addicted to, right? They want us to be addicted. They really do, right? I have my doctor said less ice cream this month. So I've stopped all ice cream, so much healthier. And I'm going to really slow my Instagramming down. I don't really use some of the other ones that much. But let's go into Instagram and let's take a look at this. I know you're thinking, Josh, I dislike you right now, but trust me, in the long run, I'm gonna limit my Instagramming to 30 minutes. And then I'll know, and I can turn on another 15 minutes if I need to. But I want a reminder that I'm limiting Instagram for 30 minutes every day. A little bit of ice cream, a little cup is okay in moderation, but these apps want everything from us. So I'm limiting Instagram for 30 minutes every day. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try it, right? And I'm just going to give this a try. So this is what I want you to know about. Is the app bad? Is the thing that's the worst is this phone using all of our time. Now, I think the thing that's the best is getting an audiobook, building something, coding. I launched a coding thing earlier today. We taught a class on coding. All right, I've dove into this a lot. I want you to know app limits, communication limits. Everyone's allowed to send me screen time during downtime. Everybody can contact me. Always allowed apps, messages, FaceTime, maps. I've got some other ones that are just, these are productivity ones. My bank, my Find My Friends, so my parents can, I don't know how my BedJet remote control is in there. I got a BedJet. Anyways, you get the idea. These are some always allowed ones. And then contacts, everybody's allowed to call me. These are all just really smart stuff. Content and privacy, be careful. Parents, you can dive into that later. That makes sure that people can't. And then I set up my nephew as my son on this because I got another phone that, parents, I got a whole nother system if you're worried about this. I've got a whole nother course on how you can protect your kids online. All right, now we're moving quick. Was that helpful? Can you limit an app time on iPad? Lindsay, yes, absolutely. And Lindsay, we're going to talk about this at the end. We're going to talk about this at the end, how you can limit these. I'm going to do a little tiny, I'm going to do a little tiny blurb, a little tiny sales pitch that's 30 seconds long real quick, because if you get dropped off, if something happens and you lose your internet, I want you to know that I have the deepest dive tutorials. Now, positive ones are first, and then we're going to dive into the negativity. This is how to set up Instagram for a positive impact. It's designed for students, and their parents can be watched in the back, like while they're cooking dinner or whatever. This is a deep dive on how to get, when you're in middle school and high school, how to get into college using a positive Instagram, how to set it up to change your Google results, everything an adult is begging for, how to get your first internship. And that's, okay, I'm going to let my student drive the car that is Instagram. How do they drive it right? Send them to my driving school. Happen to be one of the best in the country, top 5, top 10 in the world at what we do here. I haven't even told you about my background at Walt Disney Studios, brand marketing and stuff. But then we have Medium. Why would I want to be on that? I'll show you. It changes your Google results. We've got a whole nother course, how to set up YouTube for a positive impact, how to set up Twitter, positive impact, to change your Google results, to change it positive. If you want to get into a job and everything else, Facebook. If parents, this is for you. You're not out of the woods. How to set up Facebook, how to set up Pinterest, how to set up LinkedIn for a positive impact. Every student over 14 years old should be on LinkedIn. Next, dangers every parent should know. How to set up parental controls side by side. I show you parent phone, kid phone, and I set it up with you so you can do it. If you're a mom and you're looking for guidance, we're your mentor. A smartphone agreement. Then we dive into the parent courses, parent-only courses and stuff like that. It's $10 a month. I'm going to send you a link right now. If you sign up by the end of this, you don't have to. You do not have to. But just so you know, if you get cut off, it's learn.smartsocial.com. Now, let's discuss the 5 hottest apps. I watch digital trends come and go in the hallways of middle schools across the country. The same problems plague everybody. The best ways for parents and teachers to keep kids safe on social is to be on the same apps everybody's using. With nearly 2 million apps out there, it's overwhelming and seems impossible. But parents, in the app that I taught you how to download, in the app, and if you haven't downloaded my app yet, now this is what it looks like when you incur your own limitations. I've reached my limit on Smart Social because I used apps too much over an hour today. So I'm going to add 15 more minutes to this app. And now the app works. So if you've downloaded our app, Smart Social, you've got a ton of resources in there and a bunch of stuff. And in the bottom right is an app review. I'm really just walking you through all the tools that we have. 11,789 shares. I've got the green zone apps that are a good start. The gray zone, which are dangerous. No, they're not dangerous. They're messaging intensive. The red zone, which is full of predators if you're not there with your kids. And dangerous social media challenges, which yikes. And we've got all this stuff, and it walks you through all the different apps and stuff like that that your kids would love to be on. All right. So know that about us. YouTube, 85% of teens use YouTube while Facebook slides down the ranks. What is YouTube? We all know it's the world's 2nd largest search engine. Now, Google is number 1 and YouTube's number 2. Google owns YouTube. So anytime you're searching for somebody online, Google gives unfair search results to YouTube. It's loaded with video content ranging from how-to videos to educational kids videos. You know how to use YouTube. I think it's one of God's best gifts to the world because you can learn just about anything. But let's talk about a danger. YouTube is user-generated and relies on users to flag videos that violate the terms of service. There's not enough people to actually flag things. Students could unintentionally watch inappropriate, dangerous videos. People can easily get addicted to watching online videos and can waste a lot of time. Now, let me show you a trick, students. One more time, let me show you a little trick, okay? Let's go open the YouTube app. I'm gonna show you a trick. Oh, look, I got YouTube up, okay? YouTube. Now, we're gonna open YouTube. Check this out. I'm gonna do something pretty cool. So watch this. So if I click up here, stand by for just one sec. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click up here. I clicked in the upper right to actually go into settings. Let me see if I can show you that again, explore. All right, so I'm gonna click in the upper right on my headshot, all right? Upper right, great. And then what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna scroll down to settings. Let's go ahead and do that, settings. And then what I'm gonna do is remind myself to take a break after 30 minutes. That way, if I'm on YouTube, it goes, yo, you've been online too much, man. I just wanna remind you, take a break. It doesn't shut it off, it just goes, hey, we need these cues. Hey, Josh, you love ice cream. You have now, rather than eating a little cup of it, you've now eaten this much and this much. Josh, you're going a little far on your ice cream passion, right? And that's all I'm here for. I, as a leading professional in this space, made thousands of videos teaching the world how to keep their family safe. I still like a little nudge, right? Nobody's perfect. All right, restricted mode, double tap, play HD and Wi-Fi. I turn that on, so I'm not using Wi-Fi on my, whatever, when I'm around. I also turned off autoplay, guys. Autoplay next video. I am an adult. I can decide when I play the next video. I will not allow YouTube and Instagram and Snapchat to autoplay so that I become a zombie. Students, I'm rooting for you. Do not let them turn us into a zombie, right? We want you to have all the power in the world to decide that was a good video, should I jump off? Netflix does this to us too, and I want you to see the signs. They want you to sit there. Netflix goes, oh, you decide what to watch, we'll build the best features. Just be careful there. All right, now, we got a bunch of stuff. Background play, always on. I pay $10 a month so that I can play YouTube videos in the background and I can listen to the YouTube videos while I'm remodeling the house. You could also download them over you can also download videos, background play and download videos and all that cool stuff. So anyways, that's a cool feature. Hopefully, let me know in the chat box if that was helpful, guys. All right. Now, also, students, let me know if that timer thing was helpful or what was helpful, parents. Okay, Tara, helpful. Brent, yep. Now, viral YouTube videos can promote danger. Students, you know this, but I want you to look out for your friends. What is the YouTube fire challenge? Well, a Michigan boy was badly burned by a friend. You see, Jason said his friend sprayed him with nail polish remover and set him on fire. He suffered second-degree burns on his chin, his chest, and his stomach. All right, now we're off to Snapchat. You guys know how Snapchat works, but what I want to show you is I'm actually gonna jump through it. We're not gonna watch this video together. Snapchat has 360 million users around the world. Are your students on it? Well, students. It turns out that in this room, let's see how many students are on Snapchat. 70% of the students are on Snapchat. Okay. Now, I want to show you a hack, students. I want to show you how to protect yourself from Snapchat. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and open up Snapchat. Get your phones, open up Snapchat. I'm going to take a sip of water while you're opening up Snapchat. I'm so thirsty. All right, let's open up Snapchat. SNAP. Now look at that. It's warning me, yo, you've been on social too much today. All right, let me ask for 15 more minutes. Okay. Now, here we're on Snapchat, right? Same guy, same picture. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. You guys know how to use Snapchat, and students, if you want to be on a Snapchat panel discussion on why you love Snapchat, this Friday we're talking mostly about TikTok. But if you want to be on a panel discussion and contribute to the smart social way of teaching students positive stuff, you can message me in the message box later. Now, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to click in the middle and I'm going to swipe down. What? I'm going to click in the middle and I'm going to swipe down. Ready? Boom. When I do that, it opens a map. What? That is exactly where I live. This is called Snap Map, everybody. Students know what it is. You can look at people in Los Angeles. You can click anywhere on this map. You can click in Las Vegas. I'm not clicking in there because some of it's inappropriate, but you can see what people are doing on the strip in Las Vegas, right? The casinos. Not clicking on it, not doing that again. You guys thought you caught me last time. For some reason, there's tons of people in downtown Los Angeles in the financial district, and there's tons of people shopping right there. So if you click on this, there's lots of different people just chatting, doing all this stuff, right? Italy versus the USA. All right, so there's all these different people posting, and you can click on it and see not only where they're at, but where they're posting. Now, the invention of SnapMap was genius, but scary. Let me tell you what it's all about. So if you have friends on Snapchat, and I don't have a ton of friends because I've got other stuff to do. I'm big on Instagram. So if you spend time on Snapchat, you can track your friends who have SnapMap on also, right? And if you want to know where I live, this is creepy. I live literally in that building, in that quadrant of that building. It is exactly down to the T. You're like, oh, they'll never find me. Somebody could find me. Now I have 3 levels in my home, but they could find exactly what part of my home I'm in. Creepy. Now we're about to dive in on how dangerous this is and how predators use it, but let me show you how to turn it off. Students, I'm rooting for you and I'm protecting you. But before we can shine online, I got to keep you safe. So click in the upper right. You see this gear? You see that gear up there? Now, I'm going to show you how very bad this app is for you. Let me know if ghost mode was off. That's ghost mode. Let me know if it was on or off. This is off mode if it's not blue. And you can share your location with, Mom, you don't understand. I share it with my friends. You don't understand. Wrong, because random creepy older men might act like a 12-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl, and say, hey, I go to another school down the street from you. We have a few friends in common. And you might go, okay, they can be my friend. Well, then you're sharing your location, your home. You just saw where I lived, right? I'm a lot safer than most people, but you could share your location with the whole world, so without knowing it. So that's why I want you to turn ghost mode on, all right? I'm gonna click on. Now, this is why, students, you're adults in my eyes. Listen, this is what's them shaming you and they're bullying you. Watch this. Do you want to enable ghost mode? Well, are you sure you want to not share your location? This is the programmers going, hey, you might have the fear of missing out if you stop sharing. So are you sure you don't want to just turn it off for 3 hours or 24 hours? Or you want to cancel and maybe keep sharing it? Don't let them bully us. I want you to be safe. So don't click 3 hours. Don't click 24. I'm going to click until turned off. I'm not going to let the app win. And this is really bad. They keep doing this and they want to know our data and share our data with people. And that's not fair for you. All right. Jenny says, mine was on ghost mode. I just turned my son's ghost mode on to remind him to take a break. Oh, Lori, great. Good. Definitely helpful, says Christy. Thank you. Lisa Friedman, very helpful. Diana, really good. Tara, so helpful. Okay, this is awesome. All right, so that's Snapchat. I'm not against it. I just want you to know it's weird. And Snapchat knows its filters and great stuff. Restaurant employee used Snapchat to track teens, police say. Police believe a cook tracked girls down to where they lived, right? Next, we've got a video. I'm going to show you this video. Stand by for just a hot sec. We're going to show you this video and show you what it's all about with this. So stand by for just a hot sec as we try and find something real quick. I got a piece of software I got to pull up. There we go. All right. I got you. Turn on the computer sound. Let's watch this. Now, students, if you have Snapchat streaks, I'm going to give you permission to turn them off. Hey, students, pop into the message box if you have any streaks going and let me know your biggest streak. Let me know how many of them, and then whether it's a 10, a 15, a 20, a 30, a 500-day streak. Let me know.
18-year-old friends Sherlana and Ray have a 405-day streak going. That means they've been sending each other a photo of something every day for more than a year.
And this is the longest one either of you have had.
Yeah.
Really? What happens if it ends?
It's sad. It's a sad day.
All right, those are streaks. Now we all know they're trying to gamify us. And what that means is a streak is a back and forth. Students, parents, ask your students if they have any streaks. Hey, students, if you have any streaks, if you're wasting a ton of time on this, I don't want to say wasting. If you're spending a ton of time keeping those streaks going, I'm giving you permission You are so much cooler than having to keep up with that app, right? And parents, you can take my other Snapchat course. It's $5. It'll teach you what a streak is. It'll dive you into everything. And if you become a monthly member, you're going to get all these videos that show your students the positive side of TikTok, positive side of Instagram, Snapchat, everything. You're going to get the positive side, and then you're going to get the side that predators don't want you to know. Kids will be bored with that, but that's only for parents. Here's the stuff that predators don't want you to know. Snapchat is constantly making the news because predators use the app to lure victims. A Florida man arrested for allegedly raping a 10-year-old girl he met on Snapchat. Man uses Snapchat and attempted child luring at an elementary school. All right, now texting. Let's watch an ABC News clip.
They don't mean, things get lost in translation.
So you want people to talk more?
Yeah.
Usually people just want to like FaceTime and text. You don't know what someone fully says or means.
Our young people speak in emoji and shorthand, and the fact is, relationships require nuanced, thoughtful, intimate conversations, and social media doesn't provide for that.
All right, so we're all familiar with how SMS messaging works, but I want to show you just a few more things. More teens are addicted to social media and prefer texting to talking. We're familiar with that. Compulsive texting takes a toll on teenagers. Now let's talk a little bit about Instagram. Forgive me. All right, I've been talking a lot today, lots of speeches. With 1 billion users on the app, 71% of them are under the age of 35. As we all know, Instagram's a free photo and video sharing app that allows users to take photos. It's got private messaging, DMs, and cool stuff. But what I want you to do, students, is, and let's go ahead and go over to Insta real quick. I'm going to show you real fast, students. I've got a whole positive video. I have a whole course that I just linked your parents to. I have a whole course that teaches you basically how to brand your Instagram, how to fill out this form, all the things that employers and colleges are looking for. And I show you how to set all this up, what to do, and I show you how to do it as a family. So we have all of this in our membership at the end if you'd like to. And it's all in our Instagram, how to set up Instagram for a positive impact. It's basically how to brand your Instagram and how to take it to the next level. It's pretty awesome. And it shows you the dangers of not doing that. And then if you become a member, right? I'm not trying to sell you on it, but there's so many hours of information that we just don't have time to spend together. I want to teach you how to do that. Now, the app has been known to be a breeding ground for bullying behavior, so you have to be careful in an effort to gain more followers. Some users think it's about quantity instead of quality. Students, I'm here to tell you, you're awesome with 10 followers instead of 1,000. Now, Instagram is the worst social media app for young people's mental health. The Status of Mind study found that Instagram draws young women to compare themselves against unrealistic, largely curated, filtered, and Photoshopped versions of reality. And as many of you students probably know, a lot of people are fake on some of these apps. It's not just Instagram. Instagram is great for models. It's also great for predators. Police say Instagram has become the most used site for child predators. This is why we need to come together as a family and work together and get ahead. And that's why our courses, not trying to sell you, but if you're at all going, I'm on the fence, I don't know, I'm just going to fight as a family. If you're on the fence, you're either in the category of educated about what predators do or not educated on it. What category are you going to be in? I'd like to put you in the good one so you're educated about what could happen. All right, let's talk about TikTok. I got a whole panel discussion, 11 a.m. this Friday with a bunch of students talking about the positives of it. Now, this hot social media app can foster creativity and socialization, but parents and kids need to know the risks. Whenever there's a huge number of people using an app, there's a dark side, right? We're talking about that this week, but actually the positive. TikTok's a social media app, allows you to film videos that are 15 seconds and some that are 60 seconds. Lip syncing, dancing, creating comedy sketches are some of the most popular types of videos. Built-in videos and filters make it easy for users to create their videos without any additional apps. Let's watch a video about TikTok.
You might not see anything objectionable, but there is a lot of profanity in the music. There's a lot of provocative dancing. And again, contact with strangers really makes it better for older teens.
The parents watch videos with potentially dangerous pranks and R-rated language.
It's shocking to see how
these kids expose themselves.
All right, now I'm not all against it. We're going to talk about the positive side of it, but as you saw, there's a lot of mature content. It boasts an endless stream of content for users to watch. Now, students, you've seen this. It has an endless stream of just people basically posting their videos. And I dive in deep. We don't have enough time to get to it, but I dive in deep on this in some of our other videos. Perv's Playground, kids as young as 8 being groomed by predators on TikTok. That's more popular than Snapchat right now, right? Horrified parents told how they discovered strangers had been messaging their children on the app and sending threatening messages. Parents, if there's any app your kids are on, and this isn't going to be popular, if there's any app their kids are on where you're like, I don't have time for that, I don't have time, then you are doing exactly what the predators want you to do. TikTok is the latest reason teens are addicted to their phones. The app is perfect for spreading memes, but good luck deciphering things like a microwave challenge if you're not in on the joke. How TikTok holds our attention and more. Now, key takeaways. Parents, be on the same apps your kids are using. Don't let your kids sleep with your phones. In fact, parents, don't sleep with your phones. It messes with our sleep. Download the free Smart Social app in the App Store to get a weekly update on the latest social media threats and danger. We've got this membership I'm launching this Friday. I'm launching brand new stuff. This Friday, we've got a brand new how to set up Instagram for positive impact. If you could become a member today, you'll have that in your inbox. LinkedIn, 14 years and older. If you're 14 or older, you're supposed to be on LinkedIn. Colleges are begging for it, and it takes a few years to fully build it out. Also, we're going to show you what comes up in your students' Google search. These are all $5 to $15 each, but if you join on that link, it will be $10 a month. We also have how to set up Pinterest for a positive impact. Yes, you should be on Pinterest. How to set up Medium. Parents, how to turn your Facebook into something awesome so that you can keep your job. We've got how to set up Twitter. I don't want to be on Twitter. You actually need to be on a bunch of these networks in order to get into college, career, internship, and then how to set up YouTube. And we've gotten kids into their dream college through YouTube, believe it or not. Every one of these is a home run. I mean, absolute home run. You've seen some of the dangers. And these are the parent-only courses. TikTok, deep dive into TikTok, stuff I couldn't even show you today. Snapchat, Instagram, smartphone and social media agreement, 10 safety features, cyber courses, all kinds of stuff. We got a ton. And we've got a free app. And inside the app, you can actually get access to it as well. So I hope you guys will take a look at that. Let me know what you guys think right now. Jump into that chat box. Let me know what you found. I've shown you a lot. I showed you today. I showed you basically today. We went over Snapchat, a feature. We went over Instagram. We went over TikTok. We went over the screen time thing was really big. I hope you guys appreciated that. Is there a way to reply? Awesome. Social media manager, good to have you here. Thank you so much. Parents, let me know let me know what some of your other stuff is. Lucy, it was amazing. I feel smarter and more capable to talk with kids about tech. That's awesome. That's really great. It's good to have all of you here as well. And social media manager, I encourage you, jump into our system and become dive in and really become an expert. It dives in deep to answer your question, and you get step-by-step stuff. It sounds like if you're looking for more, that will be a good fit probably for you. Consider investing in the children in your thing. I know you could go to millions of people and get stuff for free, but consider investing and really taking that commitment. Awesome information. TikTok's causing so much trouble with your fifth graders. Lori, thank you so much. Lisa says, thank you, it was awesome. We will consider buying a membership. Sweet. I'm dedicating TikTok this week. TikTok and then Instagram is next week. So become a member, support us in this downtime. It's awesome. I got a whole team doing some great stuff. Great. Let's see. The only app I've let so whoever Marymount Christian School, you can dive in and you can watch replays of this in our membership. There's a replay of this so you can dive in. I got a ton of videos. So the only app I've let my 12-year-old daughter sign up for is Pinterest, and she's begging for more. Out of the three you mentioned, it seems like Snapchat may be the safest. What do you think? I would say that Instagram might be the safest, Lindsay. It's a really good question. your 12-year-old legally should not be on any of these. So let's start there. Legally, you have to be 13 and older. So I would talk to your kid about that. If they're begging for it, they're not, the law says they're not supposed to be on it. The terms of service say that your kids need to be over 13 years or older. So I'm glad you're asking these questions. Great. Your work is so appreciated. Christy, thank you. And valuable, Christy says, we too are considering a membership. I hope you'll dive in because we do a lot of this for free, and your membership unlocks 30 courses. You get in our inner club of really cool stuff. You get a dashboard. This is amazing. I built a whole, we're one of the leaders in the world at this. You get a whole dashboard and all this stuff, and you get a whole community, and you get to ask questions in the community. It's just, it goes and it hides your name. This is Melissa on my staff. It shows her name, but we post in here and all this stuff. And also you'll be supporting us, and you can dial us anytime you want. We even leak my cell phone number in there so that if people have questions. But I hope you become a member. Support us with $10 a month. It's peanuts to you, but it makes a huge difference. Once we get a few thousand members, we end up being able to teach the whole world how this stuff works. So I hope you'll become a member. I'm going to throw that link in there one more time, guys. How many of you want to, if you're, there's actually 2 buttons. I'm going to show you just a really cool thing here real quick. And I'm not trying to sell. I'm just trying to show you how to support. Support's a big deal, right? So there's 2 ways to join. You can register with a credit card, and I would do the $9.99 a month because it gives you everything, or $97 a year. These are the parent stuff. The student stuff, it only gives you some of the positive stuff, and it's cool, but some students really need a mentor, and we dive in. But if you join the parent stuff, you get it all. It's pretty awesome. But if you go back to that front, it says register with a credit card or with PayPal, Apple Pay, or Google Pay. This is a new thing we have. You can get 10 parents and students, and basically you can use PayPal for $10 or $100, or you can use PayPal for $5 a month. Or you can, if you're on your iPhone, it'll actually let you use a Google Pay. If you're logged in, Google Pay or Apple Pay, if you're on your iPhone and you click on that button that we just looked at, register with PayPal, the device you're on, it'll actually pop up different buttons there. It's pretty awesome. So hope the student membership, you know, Christy, student membership's probably for high schoolers that are really looking for somebody to do that with them, to mentor them. And that's why we have that. You know, we're getting more parent memberships because they want it all. There's no customer service with the student membership. And I think it's actually better to be in the parent membership, to be honest. You probably leave a little bit lacking. High school, you're welcome, Christy. Absolutely. So thank you all to all of you. Please consider, if you do join, we'd love to have you in there. And I hope this was really helpful. I'm going to stay on here unless you have any more questions. We've got a lot of people. Thank you for a few people that have already joined. That is awesome. And when you join, just so you know, we actually send you out some stickers if you join. I've got them right here. I mailed them to you. If you're in the United States, we have a ton of these stickers that we mail out every week to people. If you join, I don't know, we have a bunch more left, but we might only do this for another week. So when you join, it'll say, what's your address? We're going to send you some sample Smart Social stickers for your family. It's not about being safe as much as it's about being aware of how to be safe, and then how to shine online. You see these, it doesn't say be safe online. It says keep it light, bright, and polite, because we want you to get a job, a career, and do everything else. If you haven't joined yet, if you're on the fence, like, I don't know, we got a bunch of people still in here. What we teach you in the membership is how to Google yourself, how to search for yourself and change your Google results. You see, I have some of the best Google results in the world. Not that I'm bragging, but because it took a lot of time and I built out everything. This is Josh Oakes. Josh Oakes, everybody is the Josh you're looking for. There are other Joshes, but they're all on page 2, 3, and 4, right? And even my Google results are so good, other people have to advertise in my Google results. It's actually hilarious now that so many people are searching for me because I teach people how to search for others and stuff, that all these other people are actually advertising in my Google results. So what I do want you to know, this is hilarious. I'm a keynote speaker. I guess there I am. I didn't even know I was being marketed by those people. So we teach people how to search, how to change their Google results in a positive way. someday you're going to notice that there's other people in there, and it's going to make a bad impression on you if you're not careful. So that's what we teach. I hope you guys will join. Let me know if any of you are in there thinking about joining right now. If you join right now, we will mail you before the end of the day. We'll try and mail you some stickers, so you'll get them in the next week or so. And really excited to do that. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to leave you and let me know if there's any other questions. Tara says, thank you. Tara, it's great to have you here. Thank you to everybody who's joined here today. There's a ton in there. You go to smartsocial.com. I'm going to show you some, Jackie, you're welcome. Guys, let me show you just a few more things. If you like this here today, if you liked this, become a member. And, oh, thank you so much. Stand by one sec. Christy Johnson became a member. Awesome. She became an annual member. Christy Johnson, love you. Christy Johnson, that's fantastic. Now, Christy, fill out the sticker form. We're going to mail you some stickers. Now, also, I want to show you guys real quick something else. When you become a member, and Christy did this with a credit card, she became the $97 a year, and then she's going to fill out that thing. But when you become a member, also, if you like today, I would be honored if you would consider doing this. Consider going to your podcasts, everybody, right now. If you have your phone out, consider going to your podcasts and consider searching in your podcast software. Mine is purple, podcasts. You could just scroll down and search for pod, just P-O-D, right? I have mine as an always on. Search for podcast. Make sure you subscribe to Smart Social. And do me a favor, guys. Go in there and leave a review. And all you got to do is click in Smart Social Podcast. And if you like what you see here today, scroll down a little bit and tap to review. Please tap. If you love it, consider tapping to review and give us a review. I think is that how you review? I'm pretty sure. There's another way to review within the app. Let me show you a trick. Go into the Smart Social app. And then there is a little resource tab in the bottom right, resources tab. And there is a way to help us out by rating this, well, that's how you rate the app in the App Store. But you get the idea. There's our podcast somewhere in there. But if you could rate the podcast or whatever, I really appreciate it. You guys are terrific. Thank you so much to all of you who just joined. This is really, really awesome. You're now enrolled. We got another order. Fantastic. Jackie Yanez, thank you so much. Jackie joined for the year. A great deal. Jackie, you saved 19%, and the other person that already joined. You saved 9. Oh, and somebody filled out a Google form. Awesome. We're sending you some stickers. Give me a day. I'll try and do it all tomorrow. I'm going to write you a handwritten letter. You get this special letter. You're going to get this kit because you're going to get stickers. You're going to get this letter and this little thing. We send you it all. And it's all included in your annual membership. So I'll try and stay late tonight, try and get it done tonight if I can. But really, if you're worried about unproductive screen time, why don't I turn it into productive screen time and teach you how to shine online? So stay tuned. If your kids are interested, this Friday, I'm doing a panel discussion interviewing middle school and high school students, 11 a.m. Pacific. Message me or email me or message me directly, and we'll put your kids on a panel and we'll learn and they can contribute. It's awesome. All right, guys, I really am thankful for you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thanks for everybody that's joined so far. This was a lot of fun. I had more fun than I even thought I would. So, as always, keep it light, bright, and polite. We'll see you on the next episode. You guys are terrific, and stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care.